Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dead Rising. In this part, we're basically just exploring the mall and saving people because the game kind of just wants you to do that. So they give you a lot of leeway with the time that you need in order to get the first story missions done. Like, you have pretty much the entire first day and night to do
I mean, it
them.
doesn't want to overwhelm you.
Yeah, so the game does ease you into the tighter time restrictions that will go on. Thankfully, I decided to um, cut past that. Anyway, did you know that taking orange juice and then orange juice, putting it into a blender, pops out a different type of juice
Nectar.
that summons bees?
You get a lot of awesome stat bonuses from mixing different items into juices.
This is actually something that I didn't know that you could really do the first time I played the game. Like, I knew that, like, you could... But I noticed that there was the blender there, but I didn't know how helpful mixing the juices could be, because I didn't mess around with it all that much.
Bert, you're alive!
Yep.
You're right, I am, Ernie.
I patched up my head together, and it's all good now.
Helps that we're puppets, Ernie.
Anyway, you'll notice that I sent them to go stand in the corner where they won't get hurt. Imagine why I would do that, huh?
Thank God you can direct them to go somewhere you want them to go.
Sometimes they're still really dumb about it, don't get me wrong, but it does help, and it's effectively mandatory. You gotta pray that you don't accidentally press circle by accident, because then you just shout, "Over here!" and then they start coming for you instead. Also, make sure to take a picture of her crying, because that gets you more points than if you take a picture of her normally.
This woman lost her child, but take a picture of her.
Oh, you lost your baby. I'm so sorry. Click. Can you turn a little bit counterclockwise for me, please? A little bit more. Get the light right. That is it. Click, click. Oh man, it's heartbreaking that you lost your kid in a zombie apocalypse.
Ma'am, I can't see your tears. Please, cry more.
Sorry, I wasn't really feeling that take.
I know how to make you cry more. You were a horrible mother for getting your child killed. Okay, and go!
So anyway, I'm trying to...
You coming, Leah?
Oh yeah, that was the mistake I made. I had to shout "come on" you have to shout "come on" in order to get her to go over the ledge. But that will also send Bert and Aaron away from where they were, which is...
All right, Leah, this is the piggyback ride. You can't give your kid anymore.
Oh my God. Also, hi Samuel L. Jackson.
We are here to pump you up.
Anyway, I at the very least had the tact to take to take her off of my back before I walk into the bathroom.
Look, it's only safe in the bathroom with me, but I really gotta go, and it's number 2, so I apologize, but I gotta go.
And I had burritos yesterday.
You think losing your kid is going to be the worst thing that you experienced today? Let me tell you something.
Oh, Frank, you're horrible.
I know, I try.
Wait, hold on, pizza. Yeah.
Pizza power.
So anyway, the best weapons are actually, you really shouldn't keep them for yourself. You should give them to the survivors because they don't take up ammo while the survivors are using them. And the survivors, they're pretty bad, but even they'll probably kill a couple of zombies if they have a shotgun. So It's more effective to let them hold on to it and then walk back and then take it away from them before you enter the security room.
Yeah, that's how I always viewed guns. I always viewed guns as like things that I wouldn't use, but they were great for the civilians that I needed to save.
Frank, why are you giving me this gun? Well, when you have it, you have infinite ammo.
Everybody in this universe is just wearing a bandana under their clothes. Also, I'm pretty sure, in this room in the food court, There are 2 restaurants. One is Chris's Fine Foods, and the other is Jill's Sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, I think Jill's Sandwiches might be in Paradise Plaza, but, you know, still
Yeah,
applies.
it's right next to the movie theater.
Yeah. But still, I love the different Capcom references throughout. Like, I think that there are a couple more in some of the other, in Dead Rising 2 at the very least. I don't know how much they did for 3 or 4.
There are certainly a lot of Mega Man references throughout all of them, because I know in like Part 2 you can dress up as Proto Man, and in
There's a
Case
Proto Man
West,
outfit?
yeah, Chuck Green can dress up as Proto Man.
I did not know that.
Oh God!
Wait, where did you get a tank?
I want a tank.
Seriously, where did they get a tank? Nobody knows. Okay. All right. Better. They just never explain these guys, for the record. Like, what prison were they in? How did they get the tank? Why are they here? I mean, granted, this isn't the kind of game that cares for the most part. But at the same time, I hate these guys.
Boy. Boy.
This is probably the part of the game that's going to get you killed the most the first time you play. Because if you're exploring the mall, you probably, in the first like hour or so, get used to using the park as a shortcut between different areas. But you can't do that anymore because you've got the convicts there. And they, dude, can you stop shooting me, please? I guess it's revenge for that time I shot you.
My face! Oh God, my face!
Yeah, so these guys will be roaming the park pretty much until the end of the game, up until this point. And I'm pretty sure even if you kill them, after a day they respawn, which I don't... That's not how living people work, but okay.
They're zombie prisoners.
But... damn it.
You broke him.
Yeah, but if you do manage to kill them, though, you get some of the most overpowered crap in the game, and I love it.
It's really annoying because like not only is it just like them driving a Jeep, but it's like really fast. It can catch up to you and run you over as well as the people you're escorting. But it's like they also have a gun on there, so they're also shooting at you too.
The machine gun is one of the most annoying parts about it. Not to mention that you just kind of want to hope that they drive into a tree and die and stay there, or just don't see you whenever you're walking through here. Like, yeah. I'm trying to outshoot them at this point, and that's not going to work because the machine gun just does too much damage.
Frank does have a dodge roll, but I don't like how it's controlled in the first game, because it's not like you just push a button to dodge roll. You have to flick the control stick in one direction
I remember
twice.
that. Yeah, it's awkward. Ow.
Sometimes
you
I
killed
would
the
just be
gun guy
trying
at
to move
least, so.
places, and I would accidentally flick it twice, and he would like barrel roll all by himself, or dodge roll rather.
Yeah, it's not super reliable for trying to actually kill people. One of the good things about the boss fight, though, is that you can kill the guys separately, and that means that you can get rid of the gunner before you deal with the driver. And I'm not doing it right because I'm being stubborn at the moment. It's fairly easy to get them to drive into a tree and then just, like, stay there because they don't know how to back up. And thankfully, since it's day one, the zombies aren't really a problem right now.
They are more aggressive at nighttime, though.
Yeah, the zombies, I think it's like after 8 p.m., start getting more aggressive at nighttime.
How did you miss?
Because the aiming controls in this game are bad. Or are you asking why he can't drive into me? Ow! Ow. I'm going to need at least 2 gallons of orange juice for that one. Yeah, you're not intended to fight them at this point in the game. I should bring it up. I'm just doing it because it's funny.
Certainly not at like level 5 either. If you're like low level, get out. Just run.
No, they run into you once, you're probably dead. I also shouldn't be using the gun. I probably should be using melee for this.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dead.
Hey guys, check out my sick new ride!
I had to kill 3 people to get it.
You still see one of their dead bodies hanging on, which is a little morbid, I suppose.
It's my trophy.
At this point in the game, it's actually
Forgot
gravity.
forgot to put the handbrake on.
At this point in the game, though, there are less zombies wandering around, so you don't really have to worry about the people you're escorting getting hurt, because I literally could just tell them to wait in the middle of the park and no zombies walk towards them, which is convenient.
Yeah.
Also, don't quote me on this, but I'm like 99% sure that if you don't manage to kill the convicts before this cutscene plays, they get their health back. Again, not totally sure about that, but I'm pretty sure about that.
8 o'clock, the witching hour. We are now more powerful men. How does that work? I don't know.
Red eye, try clear eye.
Wow.
Don't you know zombies lose their power when they're exposed to the sun?
I thought that was vampires. Shut up, Frank.
The zombies in this game make no sense. Just wait till we actually get to like the explanation for how how zombification in this game works, which just it's nonsense. Which, I mean, granted, is I guess against part of the B-movie charm, but it still makes basically no sense.
I knew a lot of people who came into this thinking it was going to be like a Resident Evil spin-off, like it was just Umbrella again.
Oh, really?
Because it's Capcom, you know? So they assume, like, oh, it's a zombie game, it's Capcom. Oh, this must be like a Resident Evil spin-off. It's probably just Umbrella.
Oh, no.
And, no, not the same universe. Not the same universe at all.
It'd be funny if it wasn't. They're just, like, being really uncaring at this point. It's like, yeah, we know we're evil. We know we're making zombies. Let's do it.
It wouldn't be that different from the regular Umbrella at that point.
Not wrong.
Also, I love the Gatling gun.
I'm a journalist!
The Gatling gun's one of the best weapons in the game, but unfortunately, since it's two-handed, you can't stock it in your inventory for later. You have to be holding on to it in order for it to work. And you drop it whenever like you take a picture or switch items or anything like that. So it's not really practical. So I'm just trying to get as much use out of it now while I can.
I am Vulcan Raven.
For the most part, this is also going to be most of the backtracking I show with survivors. I will, for later survivors, be skipping most of it unless if something happens, like in the middle of my backtracking that I need to show. Because trying to carry these people through the mall is extremely, extremely aggravating. Like, I mean, you've probably seen right now that they just stop for no reason a lot of the time in the middle of the area. They'll swipe at stuff that doesn't exist. They won't swipe when stuff does exist. They'll run into each other. They'll get caught on things. They're just not very smart. This is probably the worst AI I've seen in like I don't know if you'd call this like a AAA video game, but in a major release like this. This is some of the worst NPC AI I've seen in a really long time.
I'd have to think about it because I'm sure there's been worse, but yeah, I would agree.
It's up there. It's pretty bad. I guess it's hard because you're trying to save these people, but they seemingly have no survival instinct of their own. They don't want to be saved.
They're like actual people in a horror movie. They're just really dumb and they make all the worst decisions. And you're like, no, you idiots, I'm trying to save you.
All right, gang, let's split up and look for clues.
All right. All right, Jesse. You and me, we're going to search the bedroom. Brad, you can take the attic or whatever.
Oh, God, Leah.
Guys?
Come on, you
Guys?
idiots.
Sophie?
I can't get past him. He's in the way.
Aaron? Aaron, come on. There we go. Also, another annoying thing is that different survivors have different like personality types, for lack of a better word. Like, some people will refuse to take weapons, and some people are more cowardly than others, meaning that you can give them a weapon, but they don't like to swing it, and they stop more frequently. There is a magazine you can find that, for some reason, makes them all have the most, like, useful one, but You don't get that until like the movie theater area, which is way later in the game.
Oh no, the pain, the pain, the pain, the pain.
Man, when somebody
I mean, I'm
said all
surrounded by
those,
zombie. Sorry, go on.
no, you go. I was gonna make a dumb joke.
I would just say, yeah, they have all the zombies around, but the bee, that was a real threat.
Dude, of course it was. Bees are scary, man. Most
no,
bugs
bees are fine. It's hornets that suck.
and wasps,
Yeah.
all of them, they're terrible. Like, I mean, well, bees are important. That doesn't mean I have to like them.
So that happened.
The larvas can actually hurt you, just so you know.
Bert, what happened in here? Have any of you seen the movie Scanners?
Oh, that guy's got a bee in him.
Yeah, so now zombies will start having queens in them randomly. The queens are one of the best items in the game because they effectively just kill all of the zombies in a radius around them, which makes them extremely useful. It's sometimes a little bit hard to tell which zombies have a queen in them at a glance, like when there's a lot around them, but they kind of like are putting their hands in the air like they just don't care, like that guy.
Yeah. It's like they're the one zombie who's just always just like standing in one place, trying to reach for their head, but they can't seem to do it.
Yeah. Again, it's like one of those things where it doesn't really make a lot of sense how the queen zombies and like why they make people zombified, but whatever.
I mean, it shouldn't make their heads explode, that's for sure.
You're trying to get your stuff back.
Yeah, because at least the shotgun, because I want the shotgun. If only just to give it to other survivors later on in the playthrough. Also, I believe I had to fade there because some people didn't technically come on the elevator, and I had to like go back and forth in order to get everybody in one room.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that. It's like, you know they're there, you know they're following you,
guys?
and it's like,
guys,
oh no, they all have to be right next to you.
Guys, you want to get on the... Thank you. Yeah, so after this, I'm cutting out the majority of backtracking, so don't worry about that. But that's like 60% of the game is just trying to get these assholes back to the room, and
Yeah, this is the authentic Dead Rising experience. This is what you're in for when you pick this game up.
But the thing is that it's like, as frustrating as it can be, I like doing it because it's like the main thing that makes the time management work, if that makes sense,
Yeah. I still have fun with the game, for sure.
Yeah, it's. I guess I can explain better next time.